The solar constant is the amount of power that the sun deposits per unit area that is directly exposed to sunlight. Solar power, also known as solar radiation or insolation, is energy from the sun. This energy, in the form of heat and light, supports all life on Earth, drives the Earth's climate, and about 1.74 x 1017 watts solar power strikes the Earth. We store them into solar panels. China is the world's largest market for both photovoltaics and solar thermal energy. Silicon Valley's biggest companies are investing in renewable power sources in a serious way. Germany adds lots of wind and solar power to the electric grid. The country's carbon emissions are rising. Will the rest of the world learn from this? Giving a major push to clean energy, Delhi government promotes solar power and making it mandatory for government and public institutions to install rooftop solar panels. It comes to using green energy, and helps to maintain pollution level in Delhi. The government has set a target of generating a total of 186 megawatts solar power by March 2019. Indian Railways, the prime movers of the nation, is pivotal to the development of the country. It is the third largest network under a single management. It carries largest number of passengers. Indian Railway is an efficient system of transportation. The energy consumption of freight movement is about 1/5 of the consumption required by travels. IR is an efficient system of transportation. The energy consumption of freight movement is about 1/5 of the consumption required by travels. Railway is naturally a green mode of transport, and it further greener by adopting renewable energy as a major source of energy for railways. Honorable Minister of Railways said while addressing a conference on solar energy opportunities in the rail sector. The Indian Railways, which is working on an ambitious plan to reduce its dependence on conventional fuels and cut down energy bill, is planning to award 400 megawatt of solar energy generation capacity in the current financial year.
As we know that the solar power is clean renewable energy, so railway board, policy of the railway board, we generate maximum, utilize the maximum railway or solar source. So the Delhi division has installed a 5 megawatt solar power plant at 4 stations. The capacity Anand Vihar is 0.8 megawatt, New Delhi is 2.05 megawatt, Hazrat Nizamuddin is 0.7 megawatt, and Old Delhi is 1.5 megawatt. Total capacity is 5 megawatt. This generated energy is connected, net basic principle is the grid connected system. Two type system, one is the off grid, another is on grid. So we generate the charge 40 kV, charge 40 volt AC, and it converted in 11 kV AC and connected through grid. Okay. So the numerous number of the solar module installed at rooftop of the platform. The basic motto is to utilize the without utilization of the you can say ki land, we use the rooftop of the platform to install the solar modules at the rooftop, and these generated DC converted through inverter installed at the platform and take it in a substation. It step up at 11 kV and then it's sent to state grid through a net meter. Okay, it is a very cost effective from railway. Almost half its cost about 50% less than the we can say unit purchase from the state electricity board. Just currently I paid about 10 rupees per unit to state electricity board in Delhi, and under PP model the railway will pay to firm about 4.14 rupees per unit. it is about 60% saving railway. It will reduce the 962 ton carbon dioxide emission per year, which is very serious in Delhi. If we want to save our planet, our country, our society, our life, we should go or we should shift towards renewable energy.
Railway has decided to provide solar panels on rooftop of GS coaches of 2-day running intercity trains and 50 narrow-gauge coaches plying on Pathankot Joginder Nagar route in Kangra Valley section and Kauka Shimala section for extended trials for 1 year in all weather conditions. Railway has provided solar panel on rooftop of coaches for train lighting system in 4 narrow-gauge coaches plying on Delhi Rahila to Farak Nagar route in Delhi Haryana section on trial basis. So the indication of railway to be bright, and turn to solar power. This is the ascending figure of world to generate solar energy. The price of solar power will rival that of coal, cleaner energy for a cleaner world. So at current rates, 2025 to 2035 could be the decade of solar. It will help to reduce CO2 level and balance carbon emission. The Council of Scientific and Industrial Research Laboratory in West Bengal has designed a solar power tree that takes up only 4 square feet of space and produces about 3 kilowatts of power, which enough to power about 5 households. The system costs an estimated $7,500 USD for a 5 kilowatt model, and the trees can be installed individually or in groups for even more clean energy generation. The Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has installed 9 new solar power generation facilities in the stations. These solar power plants with a total generation capacity of 1,660.4 kilowatt, have been installed under Renewable Energy Supply Company DMRC premises and has successfully commissioned 16 megawatt capacity. Till date, DMRC also has a target of commissioning 20 megawatt rooftop solar plants by the end of 2017. As per its solar mission, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation will create facilities for the generation of 20 megawatt, out of which work has been awarded for 11 megawatts so far. DMRC is committed to install solar plants with generation capacity of 50 megawatt in its existing and upcoming network. Solar-powered vessel boat named Scout is attempting an unmanned crossing of the Atlantic Ocean. The zero-fuel airplane, Solar Impulse, completes historic round of the world trip. The utility grid can be used simultaneously with solar power, and the battery bank can convert solar energy into electricity throughout the day to be stored for night. India's solar projects stood at about 21 gigawatt, with about 14 gigawatt under construction and about 7 gigawatt to be auctioned. The country's solar capacity is expected to reach 18.7 gigawatt by the end of 2017, 89% higher than 2016, making it the 3rd largest global solar market. Here, some global view of solar. Solar energy is everywhere, becoming mainstream, and displacing conventional and polluting sources of energy. Now fossil fuel world is turning into renewable world.